Good morning. It is another day. It's not the nicest of days today. I'm just out walking the puppy and got lots of things I want to do today. I've got probably 2 tip runs to do. That's fine. I've got to paint a bit more of the fence. Fine. I'll probably end up doing that first because the tip doesn't open till about 10ish, something like that. Come on then. Then I want to, once I've done the tip runs, I'll be able to dig the new little flower bed, the last little bit of flower bed, and plant the things that I bought for it. That doesn't sound too much, but I think it's going to take a while. So it's quite a few things. So I've got to do my introduction now so that I can crack straight on. So I've changed into my painting gear. This is everything that needs to go to the tip. It's all the parts of the old veg bed, and there's a few other bits and pieces under there, some bricks and some other offcuts of wood that also need to go. So that I can't do that for about another hour. So the temperature's absolutely fine out here, so I'm going to do a bit more of the fence and paint that just to fill up that time and use it productively, and then I can take all this to the tip. I'd show you kind of where I'm up to. I've got a bit of an issue. This part of the fence really bows. The other part was fixed by the neighbour's fence a couple of years ago when there was a really bad storm, or after a really bad storm. But it's now really bowing again at this end. So we've kind of propped up, as you can see for now, we've propped it. But what we're going to have to do is put in like some sort of concrete post to keep it up. So I'm painting around it as best I can at the moment. And then we'll try and fix it. The other thing I've got to do is the bottom part, but I've got to dig down a little bit for that. And I also show you down here, I don't know how well you can see, there is lots and lots of sort of brambly bits all the way along here, so I'm going to have to clean those as well. I'll tidy up those. Let's go get some gloves. this is entirely safe. But we'll go for it anyway. Okay, so back from the tip. Slight minor incident. Tip from me to you, check for nails at the end of the wood before you put them by your windscreen. Thank God for insurance. So that's that. Now this is clear, I'm going to rake it over and then kind of mark out where the last flower bed is going to be and plant up my other flowers bits. It's good. Yeah. You want to be part of it? Yeah, I know. You want to be part of it, don't you? Good boy. Come on. Come on. I must join the gym, said no gardener ever. That was only a small section, but there's so many tree roots. It's making it a nightmare. So anyway, I've done what I can do. Now I gotta do something fun, like planting. Oh, dearie me. You're okay, just went for a fall. So I'm just placing these where I want them at the moment. What I love about summer bulbs is the fact that just leave them, they'll just come up. They'll just come up again and again and again. That's what I love so much about them. You really, really don't have to fuss them. So this is the dahlia. Now I've got to be careful because right over here is just a piece of concrete, so I'm going to put it in here. Now this section of the garden tends to get the light in the late afternoon. So I'm going to aim for this to go in the corner. Hopefully it'll grow. The big problem I've got in this area is tree roots. Tree roots from trees that were here previously. Tree roots from next door as well, so it's not great. I always think dahlia bulbs look like aliens. Who knows where they're from? Right, pop them in, pop them in, pop it in. I don't know if you can see this, a little crocus. Thespian one. They're just like little rocks. Why not? Oh, you didn't go down there. Oh, did you? grey and miserable day today. But I've ticked so many jobs off the list. The fence is painted. I've dug over, I've done the tip run, slight mishap with the windscreen. Dug over the flower bed. I've planted the new bulbs. My husband and I have actually just filled in a wooden post into concrete to support the fence where it was really bowing, so that's great. That's another job ticked off, which wasn't even on the list for today. And the last thing is I've got just a few things that I want to plant up. So it's going to be the 4 strawberry plants and some sweet peas. Now all of these will be growing indoors. Obviously they're not ready to be planted out. So for the strawberries, I'm going to start them off in these. I've had these a couple of years. These disposable, biodegradable, not disposable, that's the wrong word, biodegradable pots that you can just pop in the ground. Now, as I said before, my strawberries are going to grow in baskets. They're on the back of the Lottie. And I've also decided in the 2 other hanging baskets I've got, I was looking at what I could grow in them, and I've grown cucumbers in them, which I thought was really good. And apparently the gravity from them growing out and round and down from the hanging baskets makes them straighter. So quite excited about that. So I've got some sweet peas, King Edward VII. I prefer a mixture of sweet peas, but red one's fine. I seem to have an abundance of like red tulips and red peas. Anyway, we're going to plant them. I'm going to plant them in some toilet roll tubes, and I'll sort out the ends like I did before, but instead of cutting them in half, they'll have the whole length, obviously, because they're tall growing. So I've got about 8 to go in there. I'd say my strawberry's going to go in here. Okay. Strawberries first. I should also mention there's another reason I'm putting up strawberry plants. So the strawberry seeds that I planted a few weeks ago, one has come up so far, one. But there was me thinking, oh, by summer I'll have my own strawberries. No, no. I've since found out that it takes a year for the plant to grow from seed, and then another year for them to fruit. So hence me starting this way. Got no idea how this is going to work, or how to get into it. Okay. I don't know how well you can see this. That thud was my cat trying to get back across the fence. Okay, so it looks like a little nest. Interesting. Oh, it looks like something from Harry Potter. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. They've all got something green on them. So that's really good. I'm thinking these should have much bigger pots than what I'm about to give them. I've got half of mine to trim these roots. Okay, I'm gonna do this my way. They grow, they don't. Right. I think it's fine. Yeah, obviously. I know what I'm doing. Okay. It's all good. Right. Weird looking creature number 2. Right, I'm just gonna give it a hit. I'll freshen up the roots. That's my that's my story. That's what I'm sticking with. I'm gonna try and spread out the roots a little bit. Use this pot to decant into that. It's such a grey, miserable day today. I hate grey, miserable days. Creature from the Black Lagoon number 3. Quick haircut. I can't believe there's green stuff growing on this. It's madness. Which is mad because it's been in that packet for God knows how long. Obviously hasn't been watered. Nature's amazing. Although the more I read about strawberries, the more I find that they're really difficult to kill off. I've grown strawberries from plants before, and they only lasted a couple of years, I think. Anyway, that's 3. half of mine to do some of those. Okay, haircut number 4. That's fine. I'm helping, if anything, really. Who doesn't like a haircut? There's probably people screaming at me right now through the tablets or computers or tellies. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I've got 4 strawberry plants. Okay. Right, I think I'm going to need some more soil before I start doing my sweet peas. Okay, so a bit like that. Fold, 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 fold. Perfect. Little container fold. Apparently milk cartons are great for doing this. So I'm going to sort of 2/3 of the way fill it, and then I'll put all the sweet pea seeds in. Well, that didn't work. There we go. That one too much, I think. Going everywhere. So I'm now going to go and give these good water and then find a windowsill for them and my strawberries to go and live on.